Hello, my name is Edwin Garcia and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something a bit more serious than the things I usually talk about, but today I want to talk about Black Lives Matter. The murder of George Floyd has led to an uproar of anger and frustration with police brutality and inequality for Black people in America. Because of this and other similar events that have happened in this country for years, decades now, I thought today I would like to highlight an organization that's focused on making access in music technology equal for all. So today I want to talk about Afrojack. Now, Afrojack is a Chicago-based organization that teaches sound design and modular synthesis to young adults of color. So I want to give you a little more details than just that, but that's kind of the quick pitch of what it is. Here it is from their website. We are Afrojack. Afrojack is the audio arts organization with the goal of helping the community develop and thrive through technology resources. We are committed to providing children and young adults of color access to modular synthesis and sound design tools. Our vision, we are focused on diverse community access via a collection of workshops, seminars, and ambitious programming centered around STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education. So I think this is a great organization. So I wanted to highlight it because it's in my community. I live in Chicago. This is a Chicago-based organization, and I thought, when we want to think about making change and supporting causes we need to, obviously we want to look at global, we want to look at national, but you also want to look local. You can make such an impact in your local community, neighbor to neighbor, neighborhood to neighborhood, in a big way, because that's your space with less people, and the smaller the group is, the bigger of an impact you can potentially make. So I thought, let me look in my corners and let me highlight an organization that I feel strongly about and want to support. So I'll actually post an image here of a donation I did. I did a $10 donation plus, the GoFundMe fee. They had a GoFundMe because of COVID. It's been tough to, raise money and kind of keep things operating and still having programs. So they have a GoFundMe going that's, really been off the charts recently. They've gotten a lot of money. Their goal is like 5,000. I think at the time of this recording, they're at like 26,000. So it's been phenomenal for them, and I'm very happy about that. But they also have monthly donations you can make, and you can just make a regular donation through their website, a one-time fee, which is what I did. I just donated, like I said, $10 to their GoFundMe and kind of added, my money to it. I'm sure they're going to have plenty of wonderful ideas of how that money can be put to good use in future programs, not only remotely, but once things open up and they're able to have, in-person lessons and sessions and things of that nature. So I want to make one more comment about this kind of before we wrap up the video, make it nice and short today. Being in the audio space, being in music, being in audio, sound design, when things as serious as police brutality and the Black Lives Matter movement come up, it's easy to kind of not only feel helpless, but also feel like the work you do is no longer significant. The world's been so heavy and so serious, with the pandemic and in America, the country's kind of, facing a recession and record high unemployment. And then you add on that, police brutality and a feeling of a whole group of people feeling like they're not valued and cared for. It becomes so heavy and so serious that it makes, the silly sounds I make and the songs I play really feel insignificant compared to all those things I talked about. I think we can agree all those things are far more serious than music, right? And that kind of can discourage me as a creator, discourage me as an educator. It kind of makes you feel like, oh, well, why are you doing this when, X, Y, and Z are way more important issues? And, this is a waste of your time, or, makes you feel insignificant. And I want to say, if you're feeling that way, you're not alone. I heard a lot of my friends speaking that way, and I even felt that way a little bit. But I want you to remember that nothing is in a vacuum. I mean, even music and making sounds for games and things like that, they're not made in a vacuum. It's all connected. Our politics, our finances, the pandemic, like we're all in this together in all those fields. So it doesn't matter whether you're just a student right now, if you're, in audio, if you're in music, if you're an educator, if you work in photography, if you work in a retail job. All these issues and all these things we have to address and focus on can be felt in all aspects of everyday life. So what I encourage you to do is, try to keep your head up. If you have to be down for a couple days and be frustrated and mad, that's, totally fine. Feel your feelings and work through them. But don't give up hope. Don't stop fighting the good fight. And find ways to take whatever it is that you mainly do and apply it to those things so it can make a bigger impact. And this was my little way of trying to do that myself, saying, okay, I'm going to be about it. I'm going to support organizations that I believe in, that I think are doing the work that I think is valuable. And I encourage you to find the organizations, find the people that are doing that locally for you, nationally for you, globally for you, and support them. So I'll attach a link to the Afrojack website and ways for you to donate. If you live somewhere else, I also encourage you, look around, whatever it is that you like, whatever it is that you do, find places that and organizations that you can support, that you feel good about supporting. So that's going to be pretty much the end of this video. It's been very heavy, as everyone kind of knows, and I really am not sure when things will kind of go back to normal. It seems like that's at this point just a joke. It's not going to happen in 2020, but we're going to get through this. We're going to be strong. We're going to work together. I believe in people. I believe in this country. I believe that while things are hard, we are always updating and improving, and sometimes that struggle and that improvement comes with pain and frustration and setbacks, and I believe we will go get through this and be better in all these things: the pandemic, recessions, unemployment, police brutality. We're going to address all these things and work through them, and we're going to do it together, and we're going to do it with love, we're going to do it with positivity, and we're going to do it with determination. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you generally like my other music and audio content, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers so I can finally get that fancy URL that's mine instead of all the numbers you see. That's kind of my goal, and obviously to inspire people and document my journey. So the next video will also, I'm going to give a quick little spoiler for it. It's going to be different. It will not be it will be music based, but not necessarily the way my other videos have been. So it'll be kind of more conversational. I have a big announcement to make, and I'm going to make it on that video, and that's coming out in 4 days. So have a few days to watch this one and enjoy it, and the next one should be a big one. I'm really excited about it, and just let you know, it won't be necessarily music based, but it's going to be a big one, and anyone who's watching this video is probably going to be interested in that one. So until then, I'll talk to you then.